Picking up from where we left off last week, we find ourselves at the spectacular Victorian town of Bendigo at the lovely Bendigo Park Lane Holiday Park. But not for too much longer, as it turns out, because it is once again time for us to hit the road in search of our next destination. Sal and Giovanni from G&S Chassis helped us pack up the Billabong and Universal caravans, and before we knew it, we were on our way to Echuca. But before we got too far down the track, we made a quick pit stop to fuel up. This is teamwork, it's like a pit stop on the road. I put the fuel in, he puts the air in. It's just like we're at Bathurst, but we don't drive as fast, and of course we've got a caravan as well. And we're not race car drivers, that's the other difference too.
I'm pumping the tyre, it's a little bit flat, so hooking up a little compressor so we don't have to go around and turn around caravans and all that sort of stuff.
Completely different van to tow today, G. A lot of people get into trouble on the road towing vans because I refer to it as the tail wagging the dog. You know, sometimes you'll follow a van and you can see it diving around, and then I think people panic and they hit the brake and then it's all over Red Rover and all of a sudden you're on your lid. So what should someone do if they're towing down the road and they feel that tail wagging the dog, as I say? What's your recommendation? How do you react?
I'll pull over, and stand back, have a look at the van and try and transfer weight, personal belongings towards the front of the van.
So you reckon that's the first step, is get some weight up the front? No matter what you got to do, get some weight up the front, shift your bags around, shift the groceries around if you have to. Really interesting point just here. We've been sitting in the car talking about when you pull up on the side of the road, the things to look at. Check your wheel bearings, feel the heat of the bearing hub, I said. So we've just pulled up here to do exactly that. We're just doing a walk around of the vans, checking everything. And look what's over my right shoulder here. There's a wheel with a hub intact, and it's sitting about 100 metres from the road. That's what happens when a bearing collapses and the whole loose wheel leaves you. It ends up over here. Now, luckily, this one's ended up in the scrub on this side, but it could be the other side of the caravan and end up in the front of an oncoming car. Always check your wheel bearings. It's the one thing that's really going to let you down on the road and can be dead set dangerous.
And a very important, make sure your windows are closed. And in this case, your slide out needs to be closed properly. Because if the wind gets underneath it, you'll blow a window out.